Sorry guys for the delay. We had some technical, and it looks like something just due to poor connection. Look,
you could probably do it now.
Just happening.
Put it on.
What's going on right now?
Oh no, maybe it'll affect this. So don't.
Okay, so
it's okay.
All right, guys. So tonight we have we're one camera short, but it's cool. It's okay. It's okay. You know, you gotta keep the party going, honey. Anyways.
Yeah. But first, we want to welcome our podcast family.
Yes. And welcome.
Yes, welcome to podcast family. Hello to our YouTube family who is watching. Hello to our Facebook Live family, our IG Live families. What it is? So yeah, we are in the building.
Yes, and for some reason, IG keeps going out connection-wise. So.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting live, but hey, whatever. It doesn't matter. The whole
guess
point
what?
is,
because this is a podcast, right?
Yes.
And we could keep the communication flowing and going, even though we will love our audience here with us.
Yes.
So we want to thank everybody who has joined so far on IG. I had to read sign language. Thank you for coming over. Appreciate that. So Falante, me, we appreciate that. It's gonna be interesting. But anyway, let's do this thing how we normally do it every Wednesday at 8ish.
Yes.
Let's set this thing off right.
All right. Welcome to Brains and Beauty.
Times two people. Shayla, we're gonna do this over because Shayla.
No, she wants me to drag, and I don't want to drag it.
But this is our brand, Shayla.
Oh my god!
The
okay,
intro
fine.
to our new podcast even has you dragging.
Sorry, guys.
Shayla.
Redo,
and reboot. So we're gonna start this thing off again. Let's get together.
I'm sorry.
Because aren't you half of Brains and Beauty?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's do this right.
Just dragging
again. I'm sorry to everybody. Once again, hello to our podcast family, our IG Live family, our Facebook Live family. What's up to Jen? She just had her baby.
Yes, congratulations, boo.
But yeah, so hello to everybody on YouTube. So we're gonna start this thing off right, the correct way on the second go around. So, welcome to Brains and Beauty times 2. Now that's how you.
Oh my God, she happy? I said she happy now, right? She got a smile on her face now.
Y'all, ain't she here?
I'm Shayla.
And I am Miami.
Oh
honey.
Lord, with the head roll. And people, tonight we have more so relationship topics tonight. Some real, but we have like 5 topics to go over tonight.
We have 5 topics we're gonna go with, but we're gonna start this thing off with a PSA.
Yes.
My PSA today is going to Tracee Ellis and her new hair care, which is called what is the name of it again?
Oh my God, brain fart. That's terrible.
What is it?
Forgot that fast. It starts with a P. What does it start? What is it?
Textures, not textures.
Oh, pattern.
I forgot that fast. So shout out to Tracee Ellis, another Black woman.
Yes.
Representing for all the Black curls and the Black hair. And for someone like me, that is why. That is why.
That's probably
you have it on Do Not Disturb or no?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
and it's still doing it.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. We just get what tonight is
just an interesting night, guys. Okay, have it on Disturb and still getting calls. Just weird. But anywho,
this is not good. This is not good. Just, okay, so moving forward, like we were stating, tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, tonight PM. I'm gonna just back this up. Let's get this thing right. Tonight PSA goes to Tracee Ellis.
Yes.
For a beautiful, beautiful new collection, which is patterns,
pattern beauty,
and pattern hair care.
Yeah.
So shout out to you tonight. Shout out goes to you. We really appreciate it, girl. I hope it really works with my hair. This is not my hair. Underneath here is my hair, right? And I want to embrace my crown too. I want to embrace my curls, my my whole little vibe, and I will, and I am, and I'm getting there. So yeah,
we love the whole campaign. The campaign is just bomb. If y'all haven't seen it, go on her
Yes.
IG, go on her IG, and it's bomb. Like even I think it's even on YouTube. She has a full, almost like a. I wonder, was it 60 seconds? Maybe it was 90 seconds, but it's just a full, like, seconds. It's very nostalgic. Like, it makes you go back to when you were a young girl and, you know, you used to wear your plaits and your barrettes and your mom twisted your hair and did all these little kind of styles to always keep you looking cute. And it was just like, as you grew up from a young child to an adult, you learn to have a certain kind of relationship with your hair, and everyone's relationship was not the best.
Oh, it was not the best.
But I love the fact that now everyone is starting to learn to try to embrace their own hair, to learn to love what grows out of your own scalp. So kudos to her, another Black woman in the hair care business trying to do something good for us that helps to benefit us, because, you know, as you know, it's not a whole bunch of hair care products out there made by us or done by us or started by us. But now you're starting to see, in this day and age, you're starting to see that more and more. So that's a great thing. And we hope that it really turns out to be a huge success for her. And we actually plan on doing a tutorial on it.
Yeah, we're going to do a review.
Yeah,
we're going to do a review on it, because I don't know. I haven't seen any reviews just yet about the product. So I would love to know more about the product. Does it really work on a 4C girl hair? Because underneath all this 2A or whatever this is, underneath here is a real 4C girl, you know. So I just want to know, Tracee Ellis and Patterns. Is it Patterns?
Pattern.
Yeah, Patterns. Does it work on my hair? On Shay's hair?
Yeah, I'm more like 4B in certain sections.
Yeah.
And 4C in others.
But it would be cool for us to go ahead and do the review.
Yes, it would be nice. So we're definitely,
you know,
we love the packaging and all that. So we love that. That part is dope. So we're definitely, and we love the campaign. So now let's see
if it really works.
How the product works.
And it should, because I know she wouldn't back something that
hasn't been really tested.
I don't think she would do that. So it gotta be good. So hopefully you guys get to see that very soon. And I wanna work on my crown, my zig and zaggy waves. You feel me?
Learn to love your pattern.
I know. And how hair is myself. Yeah. How our hair defies gravity.
Ooh, not defies gravity.
It does. It does, because it does what it wants to do. It's like, it's electric. Like, I'm pulling from the video. The video was so dope.
It really was.
So I'm just gonna be more free, embrace my hair, and hopefully this brand helps me to do that and get underneath all of this and embrace my goodness.
Yes, honey. Thank you for that.
Embrace my
goodness. That's how we need to start describing our hair, rather than that kitchen and all that stuff that we used to calling it.
Yeah. But moving on.
Yes.
To
your quote.
My quote. Oh, I thought I was gonna leave it to the. Okay, we're gonna do it right here.
Quote was next.
So we're gonna try this new thing. It's called Quote of the Day, and we just want people to give us feedback on what they feel. Make sure you guys comment below on my quote that I found today. And my quote today, that is so like, what is going on? It's aggravating. Maybe you got to cancel out, because you shouldn't have to keep moving like that. It's not cool.
Sorry, guys. Okay, go ahead. Continue. I'll fix it.
All right. So the quote of the day. The quote of today is, have you guys ever noticed after a breakup, the Lord one stays single and deals with the damage and the healing and the sealing of your spirit? I just added that. But and the cheater of the relationship is already have moved on. They are already in another relationship. So let me just back it up and say this again. So the quote of today, I want you guys to comment below, is, have you ever noticed a breakup that the Lord one stays single for a while and deals with the damage and repair themselves and heal themselves, but the cheater, on the other hand, is already in another relationship?
Okay, so Jen wants you to repeat it because she missed it. So go ahead.
Okay, for the people all in the back, the quote of today is, have you ever noticed after a breakup, the loyal one stays single for a while and deals with damages and also heals themselves, while the cheater is already in another relationship?
Yes.
So what do you guys think about this quote? Comment below.
Is it true, false? I would say it's true. False.
Just how do you feel like?
Well, it seems true. Maybe not in all situations, but for the most part, it seems very true.
That the one who never cheated, honey, is still healing herself.
It seems very true. Hello, Glow Hair Lounge. Thank you for joining.
Still healing herself.
Yes, still healing. Yeah, normally. And it's normally us. It's normally us who hasn't moved on to a new relationship yet because we're trying to get ourselves together and recuperate from the last relationship or from the tumultuous foolishness from the last one. And then
figure out how great you are.
Yes.
And
normally the man has,
or the woman for the fellas out there,
kicked rocks and moved on and got into a whole other relationship very quickly.
The other relationship was already there, ready to go.
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving on. That's the quote today. So we want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Make sure you guys comment below. My podcast family, I know you just like, girl, I can't even comment, but you could say something out loud if you want to. Ciao. Yeah. So that's crazy.
Okay, so very first topic of the night, guys. So now we're getting into our first topic of the night. So if you have any comments, make sure you write them in the notes below, and we will make sure that we get back to them after we kind of go over the topic a little bit, because we don't want to keep breaking it up, in between talking. So okay, so very first topic of the night, guys, is all right. So everyone has their own opinion about marriage. Sorry. Everyone has their own opinion about marriage and like what it means and what it should be and what it shouldn't be, right?
Right.
Just like, for example, you have a couple, Will and Jada. They have very publicly said that they don't consider themselves, they don't like the term married. I'll just say that. They don't like the term married. They don't
like the term married.
They like to say they're life partners. They like to have basically redefined what their relationship is, because the term married doesn't, in their minds, is different in society's views than it is to them. So they rather say life partners. So they define their own union, right? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so on the Clint Conley podcast, he brought up a different concept. And we want to see what you all think about this concept. So the concept is marriage licenses should expire like every other state license to give people the option to part ways or renew. So we're just asking, what are your thoughts?
And what podcast was this? You say
this was it Chris Conley?
Chris Conley. I never heard of
No, I'm sorry, Clint Conley. Clint Conley.
Okay.
Was on his podcast. We heard it on Twitter first, and then found out that it came from the Clint Conley, and I actually heard, listened to him and heard him say it. Okay. So I'm like, okay, it's an interesting concept. I don't necessarily agree.
So what are your thoughts about the renewal? Is it like what, every 5 years, every 2 years?
I wouldn't say I'm sure they would probably say every 2 years or 3 years.
Every 5.
Or even every 5. And I just think, I don't give a doggone what if it's every 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It doesn't matter. Like, the whole point of being married, this is supposed to be a lifelong commitment. It's not meant for you to say, we'll reassess this in 12 months. Like, what's the purpose? Then what are you getting married for? Because you're already planning that most likely it will fail. Because you're reassessing. You should be reassessing your marriage all the time. Okay,
so is it more like a renewal? Like everybody renews their vows? Is it like a renewal type of thing? No. Or did he basically say marriages you should be able to reassess? Go to the court and say, hey,
you should be able to renew your license.
It's about to expire, and I feel it's about to expire in a week. Right now, the week before the expiration date, I think we're not going to renew. Is that what you're basically saying?
Yeah, basically.
Saying? Yeah. Do I believe in that? Of course I do not. But if I was in that world right now to say, would it be something for their world and their day and their time? Sure. I mean, go ahead.
Sure.
I said of another world. At that time, it's nothing wrong with that. In another world. I'm not of that world. I said another world.
Girl, no ma'am. In no world. On no day. At no time.
Because every marriage does not make it.
That is 100% true.
Some marriages have to end.
You don't need another way to make it end, because it's just easy to let it go.
No, yeah.
These things are meant to you're meant to go into these Like, sure.
Okay.
Shouldn't be a, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get married to her because you know what? I can reassess this in 12 months. No, that is exactly what will happen. Exactly what will happen. That's exactly how people will start to see it. Oh, girl, you know, he do A, B, C, and D, but you know, if he ain't doing it in 2 years, you know, I could always just sign the papers and be out. No, ma'am. No.
Okay. Oh, again, I get that. In a reality, in real life, in real world, in real time.
You're laughing. I'm just saying.
Of course, I would not agree to that, but this was a hypothetical question, right? For like
today's times,
the unrealistic world. If that was happening,
on an
how would it
alien
be?
planet.
Anyway, comment from Aisha Crutches in the field. She said, "Marriage was intended to be a covenant between." I didn't even say
covenant,
that right.
Yeah,
covenant, right?
Mm-hmm, you said it.
Between man and woman and God. However, in today's society, marriage is like a business transaction that started in the old days. With that in mind, I kind of agree with the expiration date.
No,
if God is not in the mix.
If God is not in the mix,
but me and Isha is because I said in a different world in a different time. That is kind of cool because again, I think regular relationships, like just us dating. I feel there should be an assessment. Of course, the first year is an assessment. It is an assessment to say
in a relationship, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you're dating. It should be an assessment.
Not in a marriage.
Anyway, like
your marriage one is assessed.
Your marriage should
constantly.
Be it should be everyday assessment. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly. That's my whole point, though. You're always gonna go through ups and downs. So maybe you're just happy to be in a downtime in that point, and so it's just easy because you're mad in that moment to say, you know what? I'm mad right now, and I know you just missed that week. Ooh, I had one more week to be done with you for another year.
Or
I'm out.
No, because maybe there's cancellation fees after the date. Maybe they have like a cancellation fee, like $500 extra to get it canceled after the expiration date.
Let me tell you, somebody will sell their right kidney to get that $500 just so they could be out.
People got to have that peace, baby. Either you're gonna die with stress and stress bubbling all up in your body. Or you have to sometimes you got to let some things go. Do I agree with people should get divorced? No, but if there are some things, some people just got to let it go. And that's it. And that's all I got to say about that. Okay.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
no, if
I hear you.
Everybody has their own things, right? Everybody has their own
Jen Lawson 15 says people get divorced so easy now. Anyhow. And you know what? That is true, but we shouldn't make it easier. Yeah, we shouldn't make it easier. This is supposed to be a lifelong commitment. It's not something that you're supposed to take lightly. You don't just walk to the courthouse and say, I met her yesterday and she looked good and she talked a good game, so we gonna go ahead and do this thing.
Well, I have to cut you off right there because that's why they have Vegas.
They do, but you see how hard it is to get divorced, and there's a purpose. There's a purpose for that.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, hypothetically, this guy said it, and is it a crazy idea? Yeah, like to think of it as a doggone license tag. You know what I mean? I get it.
Literally,
it's crazy.
It's your car,
but
your car
if it was a different world, like the viewer Aisha Crutcher, which is my girl, you know, if she said that if God is not in the mix, of course, why not? Because I feel like in dating 9 to 5, I mean 9 to 5, Jesus, dating 365 for somebody, I think it should be assessed anyway. Every 6 months, like you need to be assessing, because after the first year, even you're in a relationship, after that first year, you got to be assessing the next month. Okay, are we still? I'm about to go on year number 2 with this dude. You know what I mean? And we gonna even make it year number 2. Like, am I still even? Is this a person for me going into year number 2? I don't think so. Here we go. A year and 3 days, it's over. So that's how I feel. Relationships should be assessed.
Okay,
it's true.
All right,
marriages too. Next.
Okay,
not by law, in your personal space, you need to be assessing it.
Okay.
Honestly, so
I definitely agree that it should be assessed. I just don't think it should be that easy for you to get out of it. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. We're gonna move on, everybody.
All right. So next topic, guys. Next topic. What is the most important characteristic you look for in a life partner, and why? So whether you're married or whether you are hoping to be married one day, or if you're just in a relationship, we need one character. The most important, the very most important characteristic in that person that you must have, or that they must have, or you just can't even be bothered. Like, you're not even gonna give them the time of day.
Right. And while everybody's thinking about that one characteristic, Shay, you start.
Okay, so
what is one characteristic that is a must? Come on.
There's just so many. I'm trying to think.
We're gonna get to everybody comments after we comment.
Well, I would say God-fearing, if anything.
So God-fearing.
God-fearing. You have
to be. If he's God-fearing.
If you're not, hi, nice to meet you, and keep it moving.
So if he's God-fearing,
yeah, that's the most important to me.
That's important to you. Yes. Like, if it was only one, if you could pick the lineup from the guys that if he has to God-fearing, he gets in. Yeah,
and honestly, most people will get knocked out. To me, normally that will weed a lot of people out.
Okay.
Just in my experience, it definitely weeded people out. Like, if he is not the head and the center of your life, I'm good. Agreed. Whether you doesn't mean you don't make mistakes now. See, I think when you say that, people see
characteristic.
Yeah, I'm saying a lot of people think that when you say that, because someone has actually told me that before. And when you say that, it makes it sound like you're not. It's not. You want it to be. That means that person's going to be perfect, and they're never going to mess. And that's not true at all. We are all human. We all fall short. But to me, that's a characteristic that if you have it, it says a lot to me about what you plan on bringing not only into my life and how you will lead my life, but how you will lead my children's lives. Yeah. And that's important. That is very important to me.
Yeah.
So that's mine.
That's a good one.
What about you?
Boo? And I agree.
I know.
Hey, I agree with that wholeheartedly, because I could just imagine them people lined up like on the wall somewhere.
Yeah.
And the floor opens up, right? And it says, everybody who is God, who ain't God-fearing, everybody just drop down, and whoever's left is there.
Yeah.
So that's my visual of it. So I totally agree. I'm going to go ahead and go with communication. And when I mean communication is a characteristic that you're able to communicate effectively, perfectively. And I mean perfectively, meaning it takes time to perfect. You want to perfect it.
Yeah.
You want to get it better.
That. So
communication for me is the main key, because this is why. And this is why I already had my answer, because I just answered this the other day. Actually Plies put this on his page. If you guys go to his page, whatever, I don't know what video it is, but he asked everybody, like, what is y'all one thing? I thought it was a cool idea to bring the topic up, because it is a real topic. So I said perfect communication. And the reason why I said perfect communication, because this man could be honest. Some people may say, okay, I want him honest. That's one character. I need to have him honest. But if he can't communicate his honesty, honey, how? Oh, I want him God-fearing. But he can't communicate his fruit to me. He can't communicate that he even is. Like, can you read the Bible to me? Can you help me discover some things? Can you know what I mean? So, okay, I want him loving. But can he communicate that he loves you? Like, can we go back and forth?
It always goes back to that. It goes back to
communication. And not even that, because you could communicate to me all day. You could be the most pronounced person in the world, you know. But if we don't have an understanding of the communication, there's an issue. Yeah. So that's why I say it has to be always getting perfected. And my thing is, if you can't communicate with me, baby, you could believe in Jesus. You can believe in the Holy Spirit. You can believe in everything I believe in. But if you can't even communicate that with me, baby, I can't even. You feel me? So we have to. I need to know. If
girl, I agree with you.
Somebody might say, okay, I want a heart. He has to have a characteristic of hardworking. Girl, he hardworking. You don't even know where he at, because he can't communicate with you effectively where he at. He can't communicate effectively why he's doing all this hard work. Like, we got to be open. We got to be on the same page. We got to be, of course, like-minded, but you have to be able to let me know how you feel in all areas of all the checklists that I want for you to have in this communication thing, or this characteristic thing. But if you can't tell me how you feel, if you can't tell me, babe, how you want to be loved, if you can't tell me anything about the whole relationship,
because a relationship needs communication, even especially in those bad times. You have to be able to communicate in those times, just like when it's good. Yeah,
nothing can get fixed.
Yeah,
nothing can get worked on. Yeah, nothing can be perfected. Nothing can be dished out or added in. So for me, homeboy, or whoever you are, king. Well, not king, that's my god baby. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I
if
feel
you
you.
Communicate, if you're open to learning to communicate even better, you get, baby.
You get what? You
get the check. You got me, because now we can really talk and we can understand each other.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love it. That's a really, really good one. I love that one.
I love yours too.
Okay, so Isha says partnership. Okay.
Yes, it has to be a partnership. I agree with that.
All of these, like, again, nobody's answer is wrong. Yeah, like nobody's answer is wrong unless you say something really crazy.
Because that's your personal.
But that's your personal stuff.
Yeah. If you had to just choose one characteristic. Yeah. Again, all of this stuff is kind of hypothetical, but it's something to think about and keep in mind when you're choosing people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or keeping people in mind. So
yeah, that's the very, very good.
I thought it was a good question, and yeah, coming from Plies, who knew?
Okay, Plies come with some truth now. No, he do. He funny, and he made delivery hilarious, but some of his stuff is serious really and it be really on point.
So let's shout him out for that one.
Yes. Okay, so topic number 3, guys. Topic number 3. Moving on. What is the importance of you keeping yourself a priority in a marriage or a relationship? And what is the definition of that to you, and what does it look like? So describe. So in the comments, describe exactly what it means, or what is it? How do you keep yourself a priority? How important is that to you, and how do you keep yourself a priority? Because it's very, very easy to lose yourself,
girl.
When you get in a relationship.
In the sauce. You be lost all in the Prego, honey. Yeah. You don't even know. Do I have an all meaty Prego? Do I have mushrooms in Prego? Like, you somewhere in the corner as a salt. Like, we don't even know if you even in there.
Look, no. Okay, so I will tell you exactly when I got married. Okay.
So let's break down the question again.
Okay. Yeah.
So it is, what is the importance of keeping yourself a priority? What is that definition to you?
Okay.
Right? What do you actually do to keep yourself a priority? What actions do you take? You know what I mean? And what are the outcomes? What happens to the people around you? The energies around you, your business, your job,
your family, all of that,
because you keep yourself a priority.
Okay, so for me,
breakdowns.
So number 1, the importance of it to me is, let's see, on the scale from 1 to 10, 10 being most important, it's definitely it's a 10.
Okay,
it's a 10. I am no good to anyone else if I'm not taking care of myself, and that's just something for me. I may sometimes put myself on the back burner at a moment.
Yeah.
For a particular reason, because I need to focus on something else, but I'm never not important to me. It's just, I know that it can't always be about me all the time. You understand what I'm saying? I get that. And I'm a very giving person to family, friends, strangers, whatever. It really doesn't matter. That's just me, and that's who I am. But keeping myself a priority, I would say the definition of that for me is never forgetting that even though I'm married, even though I'm a daughter, even though I'm a sister, I'm a friend, even though I'm all these things, a coworker, I have to make sure that whatever Shayla needs in that very moment, whether it's alone time, whether it's a getaway, whether it's simply, I just need a day of just, I need to get myself together. I need to get my thoughts together. I need to plan what my next move, which means, if that means staying in the house all day, doing my own feet, because I know how to do all of that stuff, do my own stuff. I don't need to go anywhere and spend any money. I don't need to do any of that. Give me a good glass of wine or a good daiquiri. That always works too. Give me a couple hours, to get myself together. Let me do something with my hair. Let me, whether it's getting a facial or doing whatever it is that I need to kind of unwind. Yeah. Let me refresh myself. Let me get my thoughts together. Hold on. Let me just get rid of everything else. Yeah. And focus on that thing for the next 24 hours. I normally only need that. About 24 hours and I'm good. Just give me a moment if I ever get to that point. Okay. But it's very important. I would say number 10. Most definitely. That's what it looks like for me. I don't need someone else to do it for me. I got it. Just give me them 24 hours.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
And what is the outcome of you doing all this goodness to yourself?
I'm more patient. I am one when I want something done, I kind of want it then, so I can be very like, come on, like my husband can attest to this, guys. Like when my mind's kind of going a mile a minute and I haven't had that like time for me to really love on myself. It shows. And it shows in how I treat him most of the time, because he's the one who's always around me. Yeah. So, and I know, and a lot of times I can see it when it happens, and I'm like, dang, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have said it that way, because I shouldn't have did that. I could have said that differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I normally know, like, okay, I need to take a step back. I need a moment. And then I normally, you know, will let him know, babe, I'm sorry. I was feeling a certain kind of way in that moment, and I'm sorry, no matter what, I shouldn't have said that to you, and that's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it always, those moments always remind me, don't ever let it get to that point, because I don't want to keep using that as an excuse just because I said I'm sorry. Yeah. Because you should learn from your mistake. If you know you get there, you should be fixing how you get there before it happens, so it never happens again. Because you got to watch your words. Your words are very strong and powerful, and sometimes you can't take stuff back. So, yeah, I'm telling you, it's hard. And I've learned that a lot. True. That sometimes you say something and you don't think it was extremely hurtful, but the other person, especially men for some reason, they take things that you wouldn't think they would take harshly. They take them harshly. Wow. If they think that you're coming for their manhood. So I have to be mindful of that, because I don't want to treat him like that. And you know, I'd be like, well, what do you want to say to me? Okay. Okay, what you think?
Okay, so the importance of making myself a priority is very, and I mean very important. I don't know if my family really, I don't know if they really know that, but my friends, which is my family, y'all know when I need my time.
She is very much like that, guy.
I need my time.
Just leave her alone.
So making myself a priority right now, I'm single, not single, whatever, but I did learn in my singleness now that I could have did more self-prioritizing in a relationship. So I kind of learned from that, but it is important. And my definition is, I take time when easily I will cut my phone off. Yeah. I will put it on do not disturb. Do not disturb me. Okay? Nobody. I don't care who you are. I love you all to death. Yeah. Do not disturb me, because I need Angela. Like, I need that time. Like, I will make time I will go to the beach by myself. I will go out to eat by myself. Yeah. I will take myself on dates. Like, just to get either I take myself out of my element of my home, or I just stay at home and I would just be in here just thinking about brainstorming on what I want to do next. Yeah. That's like some alone self-prioritizing. Also, assessing myself is self-prioritizing, because sometimes I want to kind of jot down what I feel, who I am at that moment in that time of that month, of that week, of that day, and assess myself and say, what can I do to get better? How can I get to this goal I want to get to? What am I not doing now that is preventing me to get there? So sometimes I just need a day to just think, to assess, not only just me, my business, because I'm an entrepreneur. So assessing my businesses, assessing other streams of income, assessing life, enjoying life. Yeah. Not to be stressed out about, oh, this or that, or, oh, I'm still single. Oh, I don't have a baby yet. Like all of that stuff. I try to make sure I really have time just to bring myself back to reality of how dope I am. So that's that. How do I keep myself? What do I do? I already said what I do. What is the outcome? Okay, here you go. What is the outcome of people around me? Get the effects of me putting myself a priority. As Shayla said, not only am I more patient, I'm just more at ease. You don't want to see Storm Angela. You don't want to see Hurricane Angela to a certain degree, because there's really no Hurricane Angela there no more. I'm trying to get rid of her. Just not get rid of her, just simmer her down a little bit.
I don't think it's not
a tropical storm. You know, like she's not as hurricane-ish anymore.
She's not category 5, honey. She's not there.
No distractions.
No distractions. Just a little
wind,
maybe
a little
couple
wave.
little trees topple or something like that. Maybe you know what I'm saying, where your wagon was at. It's not really where it's at the next morning. But other than that, she good. Yeah. Hey, it's honest.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So the effects of me putting myself a priority, people would feel it. Like I'm more in tune. I'm more able to, because I get filled up. So I don't have to have somebody else to fill me up. I have to. The only way I get filled up if I just spend time with me and God and everything else surrounding me, and I get all the way filled up. Mm-hmm. So I'm able to pour into other people. Somebody called me with an issue, I'm ready to pour into them. Why? Because I have been filled up. So,
amen.
You know what I mean? So I have to fill myself up, and I can't really, what's the word I'm looking for? Depend on other people or other situations or any noun, or any type of monetary anything to fill me up. Because if all that stuff was to be gone, if all these people were gone, if I need those people to be there to fill me up and give me all of this encouragement and everything, if they die today or tomorrow, what I'm gonna do?
Exactly.
So I have to sometimes cut the world off just to remind myself, you don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. Sometimes I cannot, I can't depend. I wanted to be, of course I got friends,
of course,
and you guys are there to
they
be
can't
there for
be
me.
Your everything.
They can't be my God.
Amen.
They can't be my God. So I have to get still with God, and he fills me up so I can pour out to other people when I have to. Friends, social media, I try to be inspiration as much as I can. Only when I'm filled up though, because when I'm empty, that's how you know when I'm gone. I'm gone. So
you need to recharge the battery.
I have to recharge the battery, baby.
There you go.
Fill up the glass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
And I think, I think that's so important that we talked about this, because again, I think not even gonna say in today's time,
just
period. I think that we're always, a lot of times, and especially goes to women. A lot of times when we get into relationships or when we don't have anybody, we kind of get into these stupors. Or stupors when you're not with nobody, and when you are with someone, you get you're so into them and what they've got going on, you tend to lose yourself. Like, I'm gonna use my mother as an example. Okay. Now she wouldn't mind me sharing this, so I'm gonna share it.
Hey,
my mother, was has been married twice before. Her last marriage, she would honestly tell you that she stopped focusing on her. Yeah. She had a budding, modeling career before she met my stepdad. She was still modeling. She was making her own money. She didn't need anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, she was good. She was taking care of her 2 children. She was good. Yeah. And
the marriage came.
When the marriage came, now she's in a different space. My stepfather played football at the time. So, she was starting to live a life that she was not used to. Mm-hmm. And now your man is making the money, and now you're married. And now what was his is now y'all's. Yeah. What's yours is now his. Yeah. So she started to be the wife and forget to still
worry about Tanya.
You still got to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with, wanting to take care of your man, because I'm very much like that. But when I'm in a relationship with my own husband, I think about this. I think about this situation. And I tell him, it's not a knock towards you. It's not like, I don't care.
Not towards y'all as a
it's not at all. It's simply, I can't forget about me in this. Yeah. Because what if one day, God forbid, not even, let's not just say you divorce, maybe something really bad happens and you're no longer here. Yeah. Anything. That happens all the time. Then what am I going to do? I can't be sitting back, woe is me, and I don't know what to do anymore because I lost myself in you. You can't be my only focus. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yes, you are a priority to me. You are a focus of mine. You may be a top priority of mine, but you are not my only focus. Yeah. And I have to get my love and I have to be loved outside of you. And I have to feel that love for myself outside of you. So I say that to say, ladies, just make sure that you are constantly pouring into yourself, whatever it is that you love to do. whatever it is, you make sure you have
person.
Exactly. You don't have to do everything with your partner. You don't. You have to find things that you love, that you enjoy, that you can do without them. Pour into yourself, whatever that may be. It doesn't have to be anything that someone else is doing. Whatever it is, cooking classes, whatever, it does not matter. Pour into yourself.
Yeah,
you find your happiness outside of your relationship. You have to. So when the relationship is over, you're still happy, regardless. And
or if the relationship is not having a good time right now.
Exactly.
Or you feel like your partner should be pouring into you, as I said earlier.
There you go.
You want your partner to be the water in your glass, and you got to find whatever your water going to be.
Exactly.
Your water can't always be your partner when your partner not even in water right now. Maybe he's some sand. You need water. You going to wait for him to turn back into water? No, you're going to already have your faucet ready, baby, because I need my water, and right now you're not it. You're acting like some dust. You're acting like air.
You're acting like some dust.
Or you're acting like air, which is nothing for my cup. You know what I mean? So
Aisha,
girl, I agree with you.
Aisha Crutchfield says, I'm working on it and I'm single. LOL.
It's still working on it and I'm single.
It's okay.
You know what I mean? Whatever it takes for you, everybody has their own little thing.
Yes.
You know, like Shayla already say what she does. I say what I have to do. And it just works. It works for me. It may seem crazy to a lot of people, like, oh my gosh, she cutting off her phone. She does not answering anybody. Listen, I cannot. You don't want me to answer you. You don't want me to answer you right now. It ain't gonna be nice. It ain't gonna be who I need to be and who I want to be in the future. So
you need it. You need that moment.
I need my distance, and that's okay. Like, let me live my little life in my room, with my living room, in my car, or on the beach, whatever I am at. I need that. So. That was good.
I love that. I love it. Love it. Okay, so that's the end of that topic, guys. We're gonna move on because we
have 15
minutes left, honey. So let's bump into these last.
We our girls, honey.
Things. Okay, so next topic. Okay, so I love to see couples, right? I love to see couples have these fairy tale proposals. If y'all go online and you look at, the moment you like anything couple. Wise, everything else starts coming on the feed. So I learned that recently, and now I get nothing but like constant like proposals. I love seeing that stuff. I love clicking on wedding dresses and all that stuff too. So okay, okay, I love it. It's a beautiful thing to see people in love, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so it brought up the question of what if one day, your bae proposes.
Hey, Andre.
And you say no. We always see stories of everyone saying crying and all that kind of. Sometimes they're overly excited. Sometimes they are lost for words. And sometimes they don't look that excited even though they said yes. Right? Which is probably to spare the other person's feelings, honestly.
Which is not good.
What if you just said no? Not necessarily because the man is not.
You want to be done with him.
Yeah, not because you want to be done and you're just finished. It's maybe just because in that moment, you're not ready for whatever reason, whatever you think ready for marriage should be.
You feel that y'all not ready.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't want to break up because you want to continue to work towards that goal, right? Now, is she wrong for denying him publicly? Should she have just said yes and told him later on behind closed doors that she didn't want to do that? Or is he wrong for not making sure that was the step she wanted to take next?
Yeah.
And could you continue the relationship after she says no?
Ooh.
Fellas.
Felalitas. Okay.
Felalitas.
What y'all gonna do if she says no? What are you gonna do if she says no?
Oh no, that was just talking about last time. Okay. So
yeah, fellas, what you gonna do if she says no to your proposal? What was the other two questions for people in the back? Okay, so if she says no, is she wrong for saying no publicly? And should she have spared your feelings and told you in private that she didn't want to do that? So basically say yes in front of everybody and then go in the back and say, oh, I want to take it back. And or just say, look, how about we just have a long engagement? Because she could have said that too. Okay, and what was the third one? Or is he wrong because he should have made sure this was the next step she wanted to take in your relationship? Because normally when a man asks, he normally knows, like, this is something y'all have discussed before. Not, you don't just pop the question and y'all never had this conversation. Well, he should. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just pop this thing out. You know, I don't think it's his responsibility to 100% know that she is going to say yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think his responsibility is to make sure he is not confident, but make sure he has been directed and it has been in his spirit. And he knows what he's supposed to be doing as a man, and knowing that he feel the vibes. He has felt the relationship. Okay. So to agree, I would say yes and no. So no, he shouldn't be responsible 100% for her saying no. Because what if a man just really loves this woman, right? And he really thinks she really is the one, and he really got some vibes from her. And let me just switch this, because a lot of us ladies feel the same way. We be thinking these men are on point, honey. They are with it. They're going to be our husbands. They're going to be our baby daddies. I mean, our husband, our fathers of our kids, not baby daddies. He's going to be the fathers of our kids, and all this. And all of a sudden, you hit with it like, oh, you're not on the same page. I thought you was.
Yeah, but most of us don't ask that question without us talking about it from prior.
No. I switched it. Okay, so here's the thing. You said for the man. What was the question for the man?
What was his? Is he wrong for not knowing?
For not knowing. He's not wrong. You know why? Because women, are we wrong for not knowing that these men care about us? That these men don't want to be husbands to us? Mm-hmm. That these men don't want to be the father of our kids to us? Mm-hmm. Not when he's pushing us along, and we're thinking this whole time, this whole year, this whole 2 years, whatever these women are, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, we think these men are supposed to be our husbands. And come to find out, one day you think it's going to go, and then all of a sudden, boom, he does something stupid, and now he is not that man for you. But you thought all this time, you're thinking you're thinking you guys are going to get to that same spot. To that spot. Yeah. So it's no different for a man to say, I really think this woman is my wife. Like, I want to marry her. Up to this point, I feel we're ready. So it's not his responsibility to really, really, really know, because he doesn't really know. Because what if that woman just say, yeah, we've been vibing real good, and yeah, I have to give you those vibes, just like a man would give us those vibes if we're dating, and hit us blindside, like, and she like, no, I don't really feel like that though. Men do it to us all the time.
They do.
So I don't think it's not his responsibility. And yes, he has the capability to get us to the next level of marriage, and that's what he's supposed to do as a man, but it's not his responsibility. Like, of course he's supposed to fill out and make sure, but he really don't know a heart of a woman. What if the night before she has been praying for this whatever sign to say, God, should I go or leave? And that morning she get a sign to leave, and this man go ahead and propose, and what's she gonna do? So he's not responsible. Okay. In my opinion. Okay. What was the second part, girl?
Okay. And the second part was, and could you continue a relationship after this? Should you be able to continue a relationship after that being done publicly? And I think you should be able to, depending on how it was done now. Because if she was nasty about it, and that's a totally different thing. But I feel like if she was like, I don't even know what I would do if I was ever in that, like, if I would have ever been in that situation, like,
to say no.
Yeah, like, knowing me, I would have spared his feelings, and I probably would have been like, yeah, but I would have immediately after I really think that we need to be in a long engagement, because I'm not, I don't know if we're necessarily ready at this very moment, but I do want us to be working towards that.
Okay, so let's jump to that question. Would you spare a guy's feelings?
I think I would.
Or is it?
If it was done publicly, if it was done in private, then I feel like I should be able to tell you the real. But in public, I don't want for you to look crazy.
Okay, so
I don't know. I think that would be very hurtful.
Not for me. I will not live a lie. I cannot.
No. I'm not talking about living a lie now. Because I'm still going to let you know.
Live a lie is probably my definition. Okay. It's probably different from yours.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Let's scenario. Family is here. Mm-hmm. He has brought his family, my family. He has got on one knee, and it is beautiful. And God forbid, mm-hmm. I say no. God forbid, because it's out of. What to say? Yes. But God forbid, I say no. God forbid, I want to say no. I'm not gonna say yes in front of everybody. I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, everybody. Like, I just don't think we're ready. It's a no. I would not spare. Mm-hmm. I would not spare the public situation.
Okay.
Why? Because I feel like this is very important. Now, if this breaks us, if I say no because I personally feel we're not ready, because maybe I've seen some things that make me feel that we're not ready because I think you're not ready. You feel me? Maybe the girl is ready. For example, if it was me, maybe I've seen some things that maybe you're not ready. Maybe you have been pressured to want to sit here and propose to me and marry me.
Yeah.
And what am I going to do to spread your feelings in front of, I don't care about everybody. This is my life. This is your life, right?
Yeah.
So I cannot care about what everybody else thinks around me.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. I cannot care what your mom thinks. Shoot, I can't say my mom, but anybody else who's around, you know what I mean? Like, I can't care because we have to live our lives. And if I sit here and tell you, oh, yeah, and then over here, I take you over here in the corner, around the corner, and say, oh, no, I really mean no, like, we're not really ready. I didn't want to do it in front of your parents because I didn't want to embarrass you. No, I would do it in front of everybody, and it's going to be in a way. I wouldn't say no like that, but I would just say, that is so sweet, and I think we should continue working it out, but I don't think we're ready. And right now, I can't just say yes because I don't feel we're ready. We need to do a little bit more, like whatever the case is. Maybe I'll get into more details of we need to do more counseling
of why
to the side, but I would say no in front of everybody. I don't care if cameras are there. I don't care who's there. This is my life. This is your life. I only get one life, and I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat nothing with nobody because who's going to be here when we're having issues anyway? Them? No, it's going to be me and you. So, no.
Okay. And I see that a little differently, but I get where you're coming from with it though. Like again, I think I'm more so on the part of, but I don't think it's living a lie by saying, you know what, I don't want it to be you to feel embarrassed because you went all out to do this. Especially if I feel like you have the potential. There's just certain things I feel like we're both not ready for at this very moment, and maybe it's going to take a little bit more time for me to feel sure about you.
So would you just take the engagement, just have a long engagement?
That's what I'm saying. I may just take a long engagement, or I may tell you, I may say it's a long engagement behind closed doors, and I'm not wearing a ring.
See, I just personally don't want to lie to myself. Like I would feel some type of way. Like I'm real just big on that. Like I just feel like I'm sugarcoating. For who?
Oh, I don't feel like that sugarcoating.
For these 20 people? No, ma'am. I have to live this. And guess what? If this breaks us up.
Because what is an engagement really? During the engagement period, week. What do you do?
That's a good question for next week.
I'm just saying, it's the same thing as when you was dating. What is the difference? You're not married yet. You're going around telling everybody I'm about to get married. There is no difference.
The engagement is for you. Let's talk about that next week.
Okay.
All right. We have 5 minutes.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I gotta tune in next week to get that information.
Okay, we're gonna read some comments because I saw a couple comments go up. Okay, so Andre Ayala says she's wrong. I knew you was going to say that. and no, the relationship could not continue after the fact. He basically said no.
So a man would say no if he proposes to her and she says no, not right now.
Again, the ego is there, which I get.
But listen to this. But a woman would stay if a man shows her and tells her he's not ready, even though she is.
Yeah. Well, most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time, or you find out who he really is. But no, it's not even a ring. It's not even nothing.
Yeah.
She has poured her heart and her soul into this relationship, and now she figured out you done cheated. You're lying about maybe finances. Maybe you're lying about anything.
Yeah.
And now you want her to stick around and help you work through it, right? You want her to forgive you for all this cheating. You want her to forgive you for whatever you done did and lied about. You feel me? But you can't forgive her if she says, no, baby, we need to continue working on this relationship so that we can have a real good marriage. So you would just leave. But see, that's the thing, Philip, because y'all always want us to be there for y'all. And our behinds tell y'all no in front of y'all little 10 people y'all want to propose to us to. Like y'all, and now you will leave us.
You got me hiccuping. Okay, girl. Okay, you okay?
Because I'm speaking up for the lady. I just feel like I'm talking for somebody right now.
Oh, girl. Hey, go ahead.
The spirit is in me, girl. Who are you out there, girl? I'm representing you. I don't know who you are, but I am representing you, honey, today and tonight.
Okay, hold on. So Jen says, okay, I said no to the first proposal. Okay, so this is Jen Lawson. This is a young lady, guys. Jen Lawson 15 says, I said no to the first proposal. I was scared and I thought I was too young for marriage. Okay. We continued the relationship though, but he didn't ask again until 7 years later.
Okay.
I think each situation depends on the relationship. It wasn't public though, and I would have said yes if it was public.
I just wouldn't say yes. I just feel like that's
I wouldn't say
more, and you know why? Because men already feel some type of way. Let's just say you say yes in front of everybody, and then you go around the corner and say no, and y'all really don't work out. And then they're gonna be like, "Oh, what happened to the relationship?" It's the same thing.
No, I don't think
the same way.
No, I don't think so. Because at least you, I think that's a little different. Because again, you can always say yes and feel like you're 100% sure about a relationship, and y'all break up the day before the wedding. That means
so. What's
nothing.
The difference? Listen, future husband, I'm not finna lie to you. I want you to trust me fully. I want you to understand when I say something, I mean it, and that's it. And maybe that's going to be a detriment to your heart. Yeah. And that's fine, because you're going to do some things for my heart as well. I just feel like I just rather just live my truth. And if at that moment I feel, and God has told me, you are not the one for today, and if you still leave me, you're just not the one, and that's okay. Yeah. I'm not going to be fearful to know if you're going to leave me or not because I'm hiding it. No. Okay. If God is right there in front of us,
I 100% respect that.
Yeah,
it would just be hard for me in that moment to say that in front of all those people and embarrass. I feel like it would embarrass him, and especially if I feel like I still have, But
thank God, the man who's going to propose to me, honey, I'm going to say yes.
All right, Brains and Beauty, our IG people.
We have 4 seconds.
See y'all later.
2, 1 on the IG page. It is gone. See if it was share or save, Shay. What you think? Okay, couldn't. Let's see if we can share. Okay, well,
at least it's shared. Okay. So, we just want to thank everybody who joined tonight.
How many minutes you got on there?
I don't know, I kept going on and on for like 20 minutes. Yeah. So, thank you, Jen, for your comments.
Thank you,
everybody. Andre, Jen, Isha.
Who else came in? There's a couple of people. Jeannie Roman joined tonight.
You had a couple of people jump on.
And my IG just went ridiculous.
Yes.
Then we didn't even see the names of everybody.
We didn't even see the names on Brains because the camera's a little further away.
Yeah, it went off.
But we do thank everybody for joining, and we hope that these topics.
Yeah, we even had one more. We don't even have the time to go over that.
I know, but hopefully we'll go over it next week.
Yeah,
we'll go over it next week.
The other what was that?
What?
The topic you had brought up that we got to use for next week.
What's the difference between engagement and
what's the importance of an engagement?
Yeah, because I just don't see the
what.
I don't.
Shayla, how long was you engaged?
I haven't seen anybody.
How long were you engaged?
Okay, we're gonna talk about this.
Just real quick, how long were you engaged for before you got married?
What, a year?
Okay, we're gonna talk about this next week, people.
I want to say a year
next week on what she did within that year.
The same thing I was doing before. But,
all right. Well, we want to thank.
I lose a train of thought.
I can't even think right now. Okay. So we want to thank everybody who joined tonight. Hello to our YouTube family who has watched this all the way through see us physically and visually.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
Shout out to all the podcasters out there. Welcome to our new podcast. Thank you for listening right now. Mm-hmm. Thank you for just tuning in. You're not even able to talk back to us or comment, but you sitting here listening, child. You saying amen and yes, honey, yes. Or what are y'all saying? And matter of fact, you guys can always
and of course the Hubs jumps on late.
That's fine. But again, for all the podcasters, please make sure you subscribe to the podcast channel. Make sure you guys comment and give us some feedback on it. You get to leave comments on podcasts and give, what is it called? Like our what is that section called? The comment section. No, yeah. the feedback section.
I think they call it the feedback.
We're gonna get it right. We're new to the whole podcast thing. We don't even know what it's called. But you guys can leave comments. You can give us 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, and it ain't no 2 or 1 because don't even play us like that. You already know. So go ahead and star us up on these we're on Apple, Spotify,
and Google,
and the other ones that we don't really know the names right now. Stitcher, and oh my God, so many other.
Stitcher was the other one I knew. I don't know.
Stitcher. Yeah. And there's some other ones. So we're learning, but go ahead and rate us. Subscribe to those channels. Subscribe to the podcast. Give us our feedback. Let everybody know how dope we are, or give us, what y'all learn out there from the podcast. And YouTube, of course, like, subscribe, comment below.
Yes, let us know what's anything y'all want us to talk about.
Yeah.
See, even if y'all have different topics y'all want us to discuss that particular Wednesday, hit us. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know before the Wednesday go up. Hit us in a DM. Our email is brainsandbeauty × like our name, and you can do that at Gmail. You can send us comments there, feedback there, topics you want us to talk about.
Yeah,
anything. And if you want to be anonymous, we'll keep you anonymous. But if you want us to shout you out, we'll shout you out too. So,
thank you guys so much for joining tonight and staying for however long it was you stayed. Doesn't matter. We appreciate every second. And
we did good, Shay.
We did
good for not having a lot of live audience tonight like we normally do. So we kind of did this podcasting thing right.
This girl. Okay, guys. So we love y'all for free, and we mean it. And we will hit y'all next Wednesday.
And podcast next Thursday.
8 o'clock. Yes, and podcast next Thursday.
Thursday goes up on Thursday.
And this podcast will be up in the morning.
In the morning.
All right, guys. Have a blessed week, rest of your week, and we will see y'all later. Peace. Peace.